Hey, if you own a business, you might be thinking of the day that you stopped owning the business. Perhaps you want to turn it over to your family members or someone in your family, or perhaps turn it over to the employees. Maybe they want to buy you out. Perhaps you want to put a great manager in place and sit back and enjoy a life of luxury and retirement. And perhaps then again, you might want to find somebody to take over your business and just completely sell out and watch your legacy carry on to continue the great things that each of our businesses do. You know, we provide jobs for the most part. We provide goods and or services to the community. We provide this economic power that when you collectively add it to all the other different businesses, it makes a powerful, great environment, which would provide great schools and great economies and help provide taxes and help the economy as a whole and our neighborhoods as a whole thrive and succeed and be great places. So what we do as business owners is really important. What you do is incredibly important. But I thought you might be interested in understanding why business owners sell. This is Brian Stevens with the Selling Your Business series from BuyBizUSA.com. You can find our website there, and we're part of the Legacy Venture Group. Today, we're going to talk about why business owners sell, and this is really a summary of information that we've collected as part of the International Business Brokers Association. At the end of 2021, we poll our brokers and we collect information all accordingly. So I'm going to start with the least reasonable way that people want to get out of business or get out of business, all the way to the most common way, and talk real quickly about things. Hopefully this will be pretty quick, but let me share with you. First of all, we worried a lot at the beginning of the Biden administration. Maybe taxes are going to change, right? You know, it's a good administration. You got a new great president in there. You've had a great president before. I'm not political in any way, but there was a conversation going on a lot that, wow, taxes might go way up. And so business owners said, well, maybe I'm going to get off of the business ownership circuit because I don't want to get to the point where the taxes go way up and I pay a lot for selling. But it turns out that only 1% or less of those individuals that own businesses that were thinking of selling actually pulled the thread because of that particular reason. Now, number two is unsolicited offers. This is a great situation where people are sitting there running a business, and one day another company comes in or another buyer comes in and says, I would like to offer you a handful of cash, make it attractive enough. And as they sit through and they think through the process, they say, yeah, actually, the timing's right and the price is great. I'll go for it. But it turned out that only about 2% of the situations where people changed ownership of their business was due to unsolicited offers. Now, there's other opportunities as well. Many times people cited a new and or better way, a better thing they want to go do. They want to go do something else. Sometimes entrepreneurs are very entrepreneurial minded and they say, I'm done this for 7 or 8 years. I'm ready to move something into something else or create a new other opportunity. And maybe a new opportunity might be going back and getting a job for goodness sakes, right? But again, this accounted for really only 3%. Family issues. Well, there's a lot of things that go into the category of family issues. Sometimes spouses turn ill or kids realize that their mom or their dad really needs some help later on. I've dealt with business owners in both those situations. I had a mom, a lady who was a mom to kids, but her mother herself was struggling with the beginning of Alzheimer's or dementia anyway, and she realized she wanted to have a business that was going to give her the flexibility to go take care of mom instead of closing down a retail store. So she sold her business through our company and then created an actual online business, which was really great. And we've had people where the kids get really sick. I went through 2 different times in my life where I had 2 kids that actually went through brain surgery, and it was tragic in figuring out all the different reasons they go through. We didn't end up closing our business down or selling it, but we realized how impactful it can be when someone you really love and care about is requiring and demanding your time. But this only allotted for about 4%. Relocation and moving. Okay, realizing that many times business owners are married, and sometimes those opportunities require that the business owners move. Maybe they're in the military and they move to the other coast, or maybe they work for a corporation and that's generating a lot of income rather, and they need to move to a different part of the country and they need to get rid of their business. Now here's another one. That last one was 7%. This one was also 7%, but health is reality. A lot of times issues with our health sort of catch us unawares and we just don't know, hey, suddenly a big issue with health is coming on and you realize you probably need to take a lot of time to recover, heal, refocus, or what have you. And that's a big factor. So 7% on moving and location, 7% health, and this other one is 7%. But where people just say, I'm just totally burned out, I'm just tired of, And you could think of a lot of different reasons. If you went through the last 2 years as a business owner with the COVID time, you realize that having employees was a challenge. Creating and serving business and customers when when you had to have requirements of masks and all the other mandates that we're trying to do the right thing to serve people. And in general, some businesses are more draining and challenging than others, and people get to a point where they said, I've had enough, I'm ready to get out. Well, this again accounted for 7% of the reasons. Now, another bigger one is recapitalization. Hey, I need to get more funding. I need to get into a point where I can't really fund my business, or I need to restructure the finances in my life. But here's the number one reason that people leave, and it's not so surprising. In fact, it's a great place to be in. 54% of the reason that people get out of their business is retirement. And that's a great place to be, considering the other options are sometimes health issues or family issues or just being burned out or potential tax threats that might take away your income in your retirement. So that's a great space to be. And so therefore you would think that out of that number, more than half of people are leaving because of retirement, that they have planned accordingly, right? Now, you sort of know as I'm presenting this slide, and this isn't really what the slide's about, we can go into that later on, that there's a lot of people that haven't planned accordingly. So for smaller businesses, this is one that I picked, and I found some data for one that were under $500,000. And there's some businesses that sell for that. A large percentage of the people had no planning, 66%. Some were thinking over the next year, some over the next 2 years, and very few had a long-range plan. The nice thing is that for some of the bigger businesses, the 5 million to 50 million, and if you look, there's a couple other slides that I've left out of here that sort of fill in the gap between the $500,000 and the 500 to 50 million, that about 30%, 32% actually had no planning. That means that others did have planning. Some were looking at 1 year down the road, some were 2 years down the road, and a large chunk were going 2 years or more down the road. But I hope that's kind of helpful, kind of interesting. If you'd like more information, I'd love to share information with you. I love talking with business owners. We have a great company, we have a great team, and we have a lot of knowledge and information we've collected over the years. Know what you need to know so you can be prepared when the time comes. And that might be when you get burned out, or maybe life hits you the wrong health way, or you want to go take care of an elderly parent or a kid or something like that, or your spouse moves, or you're just darn ready. Being prepared is important. Look, you can text us at BuyBizUSA to the number 22828. Or visit BuyBizUSA.com for more information. If you text us, we can even send you a little package on the Business Seller Success Guide by Legacy Venture Group and give you some insights and ideas. We'd love to share with you and bounce ideas off. And in fact, I'd love to hear from you if you got ideas in terms of how to get better at doing this, because I keep on trying to get better and better all the time, but I realize I should have said this or I should have said that. But the important thing is we're passionate about what we do. We love business owners. I'm a business owner myself, and I'd love to reach out to you and talk to you more and help you along your way wherever that direction is going to take you. Okay, thank you for your attention. I appreciate you. Good luck. Make great things happen. Bye-bye. All the best. And remember, when you sell a business, you share a legacy at Legacy Venture Group, BuyBizUSA.com. Bye-bye.